It's 102 degrees in my car.
Hello and welcome to Dropkick to Commute for July 9th.
Hi, the windows are down, and it's really hot.
You know what else was hot?
Let's hear it.
NXT Heatwave on Sunday.
What's the term they use in wrestling? Apropos?
Yeah,
How apropos it must be that it's so fucking hot right now in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, wherever the fuck I am. I don't even know where I am.
Shout out to global warming. Oh, man. No, Heatwave fucked, brother. Arguably, honestly, I wouldn't even say arguably. Objectively, the better of the two pay-per-views this weekend. I'm going to say it.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's not a hot take, dude. That's like what it...
Could it be a hot take, though? Because Heatwave? Get it?
Well, it could be a hot take in practice, but when you really get to the fucking nitty gritty of it, it's kind of like a no-brainer. That pay-per-view fucked.
So good. Starting off, we had Obafemi and Wesley, and oh my god, dude, Obafemi. I don't even know what to say about this man. He's just a fucking monster.
He's like Goldberg, but a little safer.
Yeah. Dude, when Oba came out, he was doing his little dance when he was walking down the entryway.
I was confused. Does he usually do that?
I don't know, but it was so good.
I think that also just speaks to like how infrequently he wrestles.
Yeah.
I think he's just like pay-per-view to pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was like dun 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 dun, and he's just going dun 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 dun. It was so good, man.
Yeah, he's big chilling up there, dude, and he won. Like what? He fucking. We thought. Well, I thought Wesley was gonna be the underdog and take it since we had like basically a rematch from the last pay-per-view. But
yeah.
It was not that.
Yeah, no, they're keeping Oba on the strong title run here, and I'm very much okay with it. This man is crazy. Dude, he literally threw Wesley like 12 feet in the air. Like, yeah, that was insane.
He did a lot of stuff to Wesley.
Yeah.
That was insane. That was only one of them. But let's not overshadow Mr. Wesley.
Oh, absolutely not.
He held his own, dude.
Yeah.
He fucking... Again, he put on a promising, like, underdog performance, and I think a lot of people thought he was going to win this match just based, like, from a booking standpoint.
Yeah.
And this match kept me on my toes, as did the rest of the card, but this one especially, it was one of those things where, like, you wanted to root for him so badly, but the more the match kind of went on, you were like, yeah.
Yeah,
and
he's
he wins with a fucking powerbomb, dude. Like, that's the best kind of shit.
Yeah.
Is when their finishing move is literally just like a basic-ass wrestling move.
Yeah, he's just such a powerful guy. It's like how can you beat this guy? You know? Like...
And, yeah, who's gonna beat him? And also, what's next for Wesley?
For real, yeah, because this was his second... try at the North American Championship again, so I imagine they're gonna put him into something else now.
Let me see him go for the NXT Championship.
Yeah?
Could be cool.
That would be cool.
Could be fire.
I think it's his time. He's proved himself in the past, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, his North American title run, his NXT tag team title run, like, they gave that shit to him, like, very quickly.
Yeah.
Just because, he earned it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could stick him in a tag team, but I think he's really proved himself as a singles guy, so Wesley for the NXT Championship is something I would like to see. Yeah. I say don't call him up to the main roster yet, because I think he fits right into NXT.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of shit going on the main roster too. So, like, if you brought up Wesley, I'm not sure he would stand out as much as he is. He would. And it's so crazy because a lot of people obviously blamed Vince for, like, burying NXT talent when they got brought up, which I agree to a degree, right?
I think it's just by design.
Yeah,
that it happens.
Yeah, I think it's by design at this point because, like, he brought up, people and would absolutely just change their whole gimmick, and yeah, it would fuck them up. But now we're seeing some NXT talent being brought up, and it's like, okay, they're not, standing out as much as they could, and they're not switching anything up. Yeah, I don't think they need an entire character change like Vince was trying to do. Like, don't pull a fucking Karrion Kross, but pull them up and do, Lyra, I think, is standing out, and I think she has been doing a great job.
100%. She's been doing fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of Carmelo.
Yeah.
Because he's got star written all over him.
Yeah, and we haven't even seen much Carmelo since he got brought up. He was in that match on SmackDown, and then I think he's had 2 main matches, and then he had the Money in the Bank match. So, like,
it's definitely, like, I feel like it's a hit or miss, but I feel like it could also be like you need to make the most out of, like, being on the main roster in the first place, maybe. So, like, that line is kind of blurred because we don't know what happens behind the scenes. But someone like a Wesley fits right into NXT.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be main roster eventually. But again, like you said, there's so much going on over there at all times too that, like, it and honestly, like, NXT at this point is a completely different vibe than, like, main roster.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So I think there's a lot that goes into that where, like, you have to kind of change up, your style of wrestling and your style of promo too, because their product is different, but also it's for a different audience, and a wider audience at that. So I think Wesley should stay right where he is. I feel like they're like advertising him for NXT to, like, address his future. So I feel like it's just going to be like, I don't think it's going to be like, I am going to Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
That would be kind of strange.
Yeah, it would be goofy. One thing I do want to say too is I really enjoy the NXT PLEs because of, like, they actually get to perform in front of a big crowd, so it hits different.
And it looks like they filled the seats there.
Yeah, they filled it. I don't know if it was as full as Money in the Bank, but it was fucking, it was packed. I think that's really cool for them too, because I think the NXT crowd, obviously, like, in the Performance Center, like, it hits different. Like, that is the vibe that they should stick with and keep doing.
It feels like an indie show.
Yeah, and then you have, like, your big show every couple months or whatever, and it hits, man. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, I love this pay-per-view, and like you said, I like when they do it in front of these big crowds because it really feels bigger. And especially compared to, like, we were excited for the UFC Apex, but that shit was small. That was, like, smaller than the Performance Center. Maybe not, but like, it was pretty small.
Yeah, so, it was tiny.
To see that shift and doing that kind of thing is always good. And they killed it.
Next match we had Sol Ruka and Kalani Jordan.
Oh my god, dude!
So good.
This is my match of the night.
Yeah, I was really excited for this match, and it paid off, man.
I wasn't, and that's the best part.
You weren't excited?
I was excited for Sol Ruka, but this match single-handedly sold me on Kalani Jordan as a champion.
Yeah.
She's so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
And I, like, hate that I didn't give her the time of day before. I just didn't know who she was.
Right.
Just put her on the map for me. I already knew who Sol Ruka was. Fuck, I wanted her to win the North American Championship in the first place. But after I saw this match, I'm like, I'm thinking we're back, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, like, man.
The beginning sequence, Ricochet retweeted, and he goes, haha, kind of reminds me of me and Ospreay. And then someone retweeted that with the Ospreay match.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was very cool that they called back to that, because it's just really cool, because you also look at the video package before the match, and again, like, we talked about this before, but NXT for the most part is, like, bringing in, like, D1 college athletes that are totally green to wrestling.
Right. Yeah, like, they haven't wrestled a day in their lives, but they're, like, really good athletes and gymnasts.
These two are both gymnasts, so it kind of translates a little bit, but to see them, like, pick up shit like that so quickly and put on what I would honestly call like a 4-star, 4.5-star banger if we're talking to Mr. Meltzer. It was good, dude. It was consistent, and it was fast paced. There were high spots, but it didn't feel repetitive.
Right.
Like, it made me think a lot about AEW matches, and like this style of match I love, but I think the reason it's fallen flat for me in AEW as of late is because it's like the same thing every time.
Right.
This, I feel like, is not something we see from these two wrestlers specifically on a frequent basis. So I think they understood like what they needed to do to deliver for this match.
Yeah, and they absolutely did. Like, I also really like how in the video packages beforehand, like, that it almost set up competition with the video packages, because it was like, okay, Kalani started off in college, got like a full ride scholarship, right, for her gymnastics and shit, and she's like, you know, she won all these championships and shit. And then Sol Ruka was like, yeah, I trained myself, like, I was doing shit at the beach or in a park and just practicing every day, and then a college picked me up, you know? So there's almost like competition built into the video packages already. Yeah. And dude, we had some fucking crazy spots in here. Fucking Sol Ruka did like we had that whole sequence at the beginning, right? And then Sol Ruka did like a 450 like springboard buckshot.
Oh yeah, dude, it was like a springboard clothesline 450 fucking indie taker fucking indie, whatever the fuck.
It was insane.
No, it was so good, dude.
Yeah.
And I think we had a 450 from Kalani as well.
Yep.
Traded 450s. It was killer, dude.
Flying all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think we got a Soul Snatcher, did we? Or
no Soul Snatcher. She went to go set up for one, and then she like didn't.
It got reversed.
Yeah, it got reversed, I think. So. But
yeah, this was.
And the thing too, like we talk about, like they're professionals for a reason, man. There was a couple spots where like Soul went to like go jump on the ropes, but then she like missed the first rope or something, but she immediately fucking like recovered, and I was like, it's so impressive, like seeing people, like any wrestler, like AEW, WWE, like, dude, I would too. It's so impressive to see like the recoveries. I'm like, god damn, dude.
It's like if a car's coming and it's gonna hit me, I'm a deer in the headlights. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, my brain just shuts off. Same thing would happen to me if I like botched a spot. I would not know how to, you know, with the right training perhaps, but I was so impressed with these two.
Yeah.
And they're so young too. Like,
yeah.
Fucking, like dude, this is the future. And I just like, again, I think about like, maybe they grew up watching wrestling, maybe they didn't. It's even more impressive if they didn't. Which
right.
I'm gonna like go off and assume that a majority of the college athletes that they pull in did not grow up on wrestling. I don't know what the odds of that are. Maybe. I don't know. But, like, if that's the case, it's even more impressive because it's just, like, again,
yeah,
they pick it up so
it's so
easy.
Crazy that we live in a world where, like you have all these college athletes, right? And I feel like there's still obviously a stigma out there that's like, oh, it's not real, like it's fake, it's all this stuff, right? But then you have like the NXT recruiters and like WWE recruiters going to them. So like, I wonder how that conversation goes when you walk up to like a D1 athlete and you're like, hey, you want to work for the WWE? Like, I want to know how that conversation goes with people, because
yeah, and
I feel like I don't know. I feel like the people around them would be like, WWE. I don't know. But then they're like, yeah, hey, it looks cool. They're doing flips.
They're like, isn't that, you know, it's fake, right?
Yeah, right. But it's like, bro, you fucking watch this match and tell me what they do is not impressive. Like, it's so sick. It's so cool.
It's so very good, dude.
Yeah.
This match was great. I give props to both ladies for fucking killing it out there.
Yeah.
Shout out NXT, shout out Heatwave, shout out Sol Ruka, and shout out fucking Lonnie.
Yeah.
And also shout out the Michael Jordan, LeBron James comparison in their promos.
Yeah.
One of them was like, as Michael Jordan always says, and I was like, is this what we're doing?
Yeah. That's funny.
You
you got your stop?
I'm at my stop. Also,
Typical.
my boss is here, so.
Oh. After the incredible soul match we had, ready? You ready for this one? The tag match for the NXT tag titles.
Dude,
we had
this was a great match.
We
dude,
had. We
got spoiled.
We had some turbulence, if I may, between Axiom and Frazier. Some turbulence.
Yeah. Which it made me think that they were gonna lose.
It made me think that too, but they've been kind of going at each other's heads here the past couple weeks on NXT. Frazier's like, hey man, let me do my thing. I'm fine. I'm gonna get the Heritage Cup.
He said, I gotta go focus on my match on WWE Speed.
Yeah. He's like, I gotta get that Speed title. Like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've kind of been going at each other's throats the past couple weeks, so you're thinking that they're gonna lose. And in this match, fucking what? We got like a super kick to Axiom from Frazier at one point.
Yeah, we had some little mistakes that resulted in some friendly fire.
Yeah.
They were good for like most of the match though, and then it started breaking down, and then they got it back together.
Yeah.
So I think it's just one of those things, maybe it's going to continue, or maybe it was just to kind of create some intrigue with the audience, like, ooh, I should watch this match, that we might get new champions.
Right.
It felt like we almost did. Fucking both Duke Hudson and Andre Chase both fucking looked great.
Yeah.
I never see Andre Chase wrestle, so it's very funny to see a man in a sweater wrestling.
It is. It's good. I really, the Chase U segments are like kind of goofy, but I like them as a faction, and I think, yeah, seeing the man in the sweater was very goofy. But
oh my god,
they're great.
Chase U, one of my favorite things to come out of NXT 2.0, honestly, because so if we like go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
To the inception of NXT 2.0.
Yeah.
The year is 2021, I think. Dexter Lumis and Indy Hartwell are getting married on NXT.
Right.
They have the wedding.
Did you?
Someone.
No.
What?
Did you see when Dexter Lumis debuted? Did you see what Indy Hartwell tweeted?
No.
She's like, I'm getting that divorce now. Like when she debuted, or when he debuted in the Wyatt 6, she's like, is it too late to ask for that divorce?
That divorce, even though you haven't seen them on TV together in 2 years. Yeah, no, but they're having their wedding, and then someone said something Chase, and Andre Chase is like one of the extras in the audience, and he's wearing his fucking sweater too, but like this is before he's even introduced as a character, and he just stands up and he goes, "Did somebody say Andre Chase?" And everyone just looks at him and they're like, "No, sit down." It's a good segment. We got.
That's funny.
It's also the first time and probably the only time Dexter Lumis has spoken.
Really?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Andre Chase is a funny character. And Duke Hudson also a recent as in the last year or so, recent addition to Chase U, and he's definitely shined there. He's one of our Aussie sweethearts.
Aussie.
Yeah, no, he's big dude, and he did a fucking Stratisfaction to Nathan Frazier. He also did this, he jumped over the top rope and then into a German suplex and just flung Frazier across the ring.
Yeah.
This match, I had my eyes glued to it. I'd say, it's in my top 3 of the 5 matches that happened at Heatwave.
Yeah, for sure. It was very entertaining. It was good stuff.
And again, they suspended our disbelief a little bit and made us... They manipulated us in a good way.
We got manipulated.
We got male manipulated.
Typical. We had Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. I was probably least excited for this match. As we talked about previously, the story for it was just kind of meh, like whatever.
Yeah.
Roxanne still not working as a heel for me, but the match was good.
And I think alternatively too, Lola Vice not really working as a babyface for me.
I agree.
This match was probably lowest for me, low point of the night, and again, not because of the match. The match was fine. As a standalone wrestling match, it was really good. But again, the build for it just felt very fake.
Yeah, it felt fake. It felt meh. It just felt flat.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest thing is not believable and just flat. I don't know. They're both good performers, but promos I don't know. Roxanne, like I said, when she promos, it doesn't feel like there's much emotion there. It's just very flat. She's just saying the words.
Yeah.
To me, at least. I don't know.
And too, when we were talking about Lola, she just the crying was not doing anything.
Yeah.
It felt forced. So.
Yeah.
But again, it wasn't a terrible match. Pop Rocks looked good, which again is not my favorite finisher, but looked good. She had one that was a little shaky.
Yeah.
But they both.
There was a point when Roxanne did the Pop Rocks and then Lola kicked out of it, and Roxanne just fucking went unhinged, man. She was like, ah! And she fucking went crazy and just started.
Honestly, this is gonna sound mean, but if she didn't talk, she'd be more believable as a heel.
Yeah.
Because she looks mean.
She does, yeah.
She looks mean, but when she opens her mouth, and I think it's just her voice, it just doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't sound mean.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Again, I think I'm fine with her being the champion. It's just she's not.
We gotta figure something out.
Yeah, we gotta do something with that. Just change it up a little. Yeah, I think
figure it out.
Lastly, we had Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Championship.
They hate us. They're preying on our downfall.
Ego. Ego.
You texted me. I was not watching live. You said. I think you just said I said Shane Gallier. Yeah. I was like, I'll watch it when I wake up at 5 a.m. And I sure did. I watched it while I was getting ready for work.
Oh my god. Ego.
It was a good match.
It was good.
Right?
It was good.
Great Fatal 4-Way. Wow. What an ending.
What an ending. Little callback to someone said HBK is just doing his greatest hits in NXT. That's what he's booking.
Yeah.
Little callback to what was that? Backlash, I think.
The Fatal 4-Way with Orton and Cena and I think Edge.
Yeah. And HBK did a super kick and was it to Cena and then Cena got the pin? Or was Cena on
won,
there? Yeah. So
I think Cena won that one.
But that's what happened here. So we had a trick shot. We had a double trick shot, actually. So we had a trick shot to Javon, and then we had a trick shot to Ethan Page. Ethan Page passes out, falls on Javon, yeah. Falls on Javon, pins him. 1, 2, 3. And Trick could not get there because he was getting pulled by Shawn Spears. Which, why?
Well, I don't think Shawn Spears realized there was a pin going on.
I see. Okay.
That's how I see it.
Okay.
He was just focused on kicking Trick's ass. And,
yeah.
And then... Because probably Deshaun Spears, Ethan Page, and Javon Evans are just lying down on that. There's not a pin going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, Trick's face told the whole story, dude.
Oh my god, he was like, nah! Dude, I don't think
even the commentary.
No,
they were
dude,
like,
Vic Joseph screamed at the top of his lungs. He's like, Ethan Page! Ethan Page!
Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, fucking.
No one in that arena was expecting that.
This is wild.
Yeah.
Remember how I was saying Ethan Page needs to like get built as a character in NXT before he gets stuck in big title pictures like this? Yeah, that still holds true.
But hold on. Playing devil's advocate now.
I'm taking him seriously.
Yeah, since he got this,
simply because he won.
I think the amount of heat that he has now is gonna fucking skyrocket, and it might give him something. It might actually give him the fuel to like be interesting, you know? Because now he's the bad guy. He just took away the Trick era, like.
Yeah.
So. And he did a promo after. He's like, none of that was luck. It was all skill. I'm like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's definitely getting some like Dom Mysterio type heat.
Yeah, so I think now this actually might give him the fuel to like be interesting. Do you think Trick is going to get it back, or are we going to flip-flop champions a little bit here?
He fucking better, dude. He fucking better get it back. Run back their one-on-one. Honestly, I don't even know, man. I want him to get it back. I feel like it's too soon for him to lose that.
Yeah.
Because Trick is also very much on a high right now. I don't have words for this, but there were some rumblings that Mr. Cody Rhodes might have politicked his way to a decision for Ethan Page.
Really?
Don't quote me on that.
Where was that rumbling?
I don't know, on the internet.
I'm gonna not quote you on that. I don't like it.
Yeah, I know why. Because it's about Cody.
Yeah, I'm a Cody crybaby.
Yeah. I don't know.
That'd be a little whack.
I'm here to see. Again, don't quote me on that. I'm here to see where this goes.
Yeah, I am too. One spot I do want to point out, which was fucking insane, was Trick and Javon were in the ring, and Javon was on the apron. He goes to springboard, and Trick just says nope and pushes him, and he fucking lands on the commentary table. My man flew.
It was brutal too because he didn't fully land on top.
Yeah,
he, like, hit the corner and it still broke.
Yeah, that is a far push. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. So, again, I still think they could had Trick retain and go for a sick little match with Javon.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, with Ethan Page winning, this isn't the end of this four-way dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I feel like everyone has a little bit of unfinished business solely because the finish went the way it did.
Yeah. It's like, he didn't even really win. It was just, he shouldn't have won.
The heck?
What the frick? And then, finally, Belair, how did Heatwave end?
Oh my gosh. Heatwave. I forgot. Instead of a fade to black, we got a fade to white. You know why? Because he appeared. Joe Hendry appeared on the screen.
Dude,
no music. It was no music. His face just showed up, and then it cut to black.
It was such a jump scare. The stream faded to white. Joe Hendry just fucking appears, does his look, and then it cuts away.
Yeah, so maybe Joe Hendry's coming for the championship, I guess.
Joe Hendry, NXT champion.
I'm not even gonna lie. You know what my thought was when you said, "Dude, you need to go watch that match right now." I thought some TNA shit happened. Like, obviously some TNA shit did happen, but like, for some reason, my mind went right to like the system showing up and just wrecking all of them because there's 4 of them. And just have crazy. Like Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards and Moose and all of them just like show up and just like clean up house.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It would be crazy. I don't know why my mind went to that, but I think I just really want that TNA NXT Worlds Collide pay-per-view.
TNA Invasion.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else. Oh, Obafemi, after his match, did an interview, and he ended it saying with the words, "I am inevitable." You know who else calls themselves inevitable?
Who?
TNA's Ace Austin. He's part of the ABC tag team with
Oh.
I don't know if he's just, if that was just off the cuff or if it's like intentional, but it could be me reading too deep into it. But with all the TNA stuff going on, you never know.
That certainly could. Certainly could happen. Anything can happen nowadays.
It's true, and I love this era where we're crossing paths with TNA. It's something that we never thought would happen.
Yeah.
So, fuck everyone that's saying like this is only gonna do good for WWE. Like it's just be thankful that it's happening.
Yeah. Bro, they got my TNA subscription and I forgot to cancel it. So you know what? I'm helping TNA too.
It worked. It worked, right? Man, and there's Slammiversary in 2 weeks, in a week maybe.
Yeah, it's close.
Which I think we should review.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't know. I think that it's silly to be like, this is why this is bad, and it's like, who cares, man? We're in the timeline where TNA and WWE are collaborating, which is crazy to consider the levels that they're on compared to each other. So I'm just happy we're getting crossover, that's all. It's like, whoa, these are like, for decades these two have been advertised and marketed to us as separate universes that are on completely different planets.
Yeah.
There is no crossover between them, and then all of a sudden Jordan Grace, Mickie James, like showing up on WWE's programming.
Yep.
And vice versa with like Tatum Paxley and who the fuck else? What was her name?
I forget.
But
Yeah.
All lack of NXT names aside, it's cool stuff, man.
It is.
We're getting spoiled. Wrestling fans are getting spoiled, and wrestling fans are ungrateful.
I know, so ungrateful.
I sound like an old head when I say that.
They're ungrateful. It's true. The crazy thing, man, wrestling is on 6 days a week. 6 days a fucking week. And people are like, shut up. Shut up.
I like how we just like have our episodic like segment where we shit on the IWC.
It's gotta happen, bro. I'm sick of them. I am sick of the IWC.
And I know someone's gonna take clip this shit and they're gonna be like, stop whining. And it's like, no.
Good. Take it and clip it and post it, bro. Tell me I'm a fucking
a mark.
Yeah, tell me I'm a fucking mark. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I love when you get angry.
Oh man. Oh.
He's fired up, folks.
I'm fired up. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna post it. Fuck the IWC.
I'm gonna clip it before they do. The internet wrestling community.
Should be the
internet wuss community, am I right?
Yeah, brother. Oh man. Alright. Enough with shitting on the IWC. Without them, we wouldn't have hate comments and engagement. So you know what? Thanks, guys.
It's true. Hey, it's not all hate.
It's not all hate. We have a lot of good ones.
I don't hate anybody. Like,
yeah,
again,
I know. That's
all
what we
jokes
said.
aside, I don't hate any of these people. It's good. It's good for wrestling. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all love, man. It's just like, I don't know. Learn to like enjoy a little more.
Yeah.
I used to be a tribalist, brother. I used to be totally skewed towards AEW at one point, and I was like, "Fuck WWE." Like, and then I was like, you know what?
No, I like both.
I don't want to. Well, I don't want to put that negative energy out there because you know what? Then it gets dealt back to you.
It's true.
It's like you did it to yourself.
That's true.
You choose to be angry. That's
you know
okay.
What? I hope that first guy that told us to go play in traffic, I hope he's doing great. I hope he's having a good day.
That's what I'm saying. I hope so too.
Yeah.
You know, and he was really the first one to understand the mission and this the mission statement of Dropkick the Commute. Go play in traffic.
Hell yeah. And play in traffic we will continue to do. Galir, thank you for joining me for this reaction to Heatwave.
You're so fucking welcome, dude. It's been this was such a movie.
It was cinema.
Scorsesean.
Oh man. Hey, keep on subscribing, liking, commenting, following, sharing. Tell your friends. That's the best way to spread us.
Hey, word of mouth is the best kind of mouth.
Dropkick the Commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation.